Hi guys, welcome to Jz.Crotchets. So today we are going to learn how to make a hoodie, and this is what we are going to need for our tutorial. I've used yarn. A type of yarn is robin. It's 100% acrylic. I've used the small version of it, robin. Okay, so we are going to need a pair of scissors, a measuring tape, a 2mm hook, plus a darning needle. Size, I'm making a 3 to 4 years size. Yeah, and I went ahead and chained 108 chains. This is a 3 to 4 years size. If you're making one that is smaller, you can just deduct 8. Yeah, you can just deduct 8. If you're making maybe let's say 5 to 6 years, you can just add 8 chains. Yeah, so for me, I chained 108 chains. So we are going to be chaining. This is what we're going to do. This is why we need this illustration. We are going to chain 108, and then we are going to be increasing after, let me see, you're going to make 31 single crochets on our first row, 31 single crochets, and then increase. We are increasing after 31 chains, and then make 21 more single crochets. So this is going to be our front part, this is going to be our arms, these are our arms, and then this is going to be our back side. We are going to make 31 single crochets, and then make 21 single crochets on the remaining stitches. So here we're going to chain to join our work. Yeah, all right, let's get into it. I'm going to show you how we are going to do it. I just had to make this illustration so that it doesn't get so confusing when we are making it. Okay, all right, so I went ahead and made my 108 chains. So I'm going to make sure this thing doesn't fold. Make sure it is on the right side because we need to join it. Yeah, so right here you go into the very last stitch, go into it, yarn over, pull through, join it with a slip stitch, and there we have it. So after joining our work, we are going to go back to this illustration. We are going to make 31 double crochets, and then after these 31 double crochets we'll need to increase to make an increase. Yeah, so let's make 31 double crochets together. Remember this these two chains, this does not count as a stitch. So we go in, we're going to this in here, make a double crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so we are done with our 31 double crochets. So we are going to make an increase on the next chain, on the next stitch. So we are going to go in to the next stitch and make 3 double crochets in one stitch. Yeah, that was our first increase. So we go ahead and make 21 double crochets. Okay, count with me. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we are going to make our second increase, and to make that increase we are going to go into the next stitch and make 3 double crochets in the next stitch, in the same stitch, sorry, and we are done. This is how it looks like. So we are going to make make 31 double crochets again. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so we are going to make our third increase, and just to make it we are going to put 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Okay, there you have it. So we are still going to make 21 double crochets and make our last increase. Okay, so I'm just going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you are quite familiar with what we are doing. So make 21 single crochet double crochets, and then I'll meet you back here. So I'm done with making 21 double crochets, and then I'm going to make an increase in the next stitch, making our very last increase on this first row. Okay, so I'm going to join. And to join, you're going to go on at the top of this chain you made. Go in and make a slip stitch, chain 3. Okay, so as you see, our work has already formed. These are 31 stitches, and then we increased here 21 stitches, then increased here 31 stitches, double crochets, and then increased, and then 21, and then increased at the end. You see, so this is our neck, and it is already forming. So we are going to go into our pattern. This was row 1, so row 2, after chaining 3, you are going to turn your work, yeah, and this is what you're going to do. You are going to yarn over, go into this, you're going to make a front post. You're going to go in, pull up a loop, yeah, yarn over again, go under it and pull up a loop, yeah, and then pull through those 3 loops, remain with 2, and then pull through those 2 loops. So this is our middle. Remember, this was our last increase, so we went in the very first stitch on our increase and made front post. Sorry, I'm failing to explain this, but then we'll get there. All right, so we have made our first stitch, so we're going to make an increase again in this middle stitch. I don't know, we actually may need some stitch markers, but unfortunately I don't have any, so we are going to use threads. We are going to use threads to mark where we are supposed to make increases, so that we don't have to get confused along the way and make mistakes. Okay, so we go into this middle stitch, the second stitch, you see, we're going to our so I can see them, but we had to do this, but I had forgotten. So just not to get confused, this was we made an increase here, so we are going to go into the second. Remember, we increased by 3 stitches. We are going to go into the middle stitch and put a stitch marker, because we are going to be increasing on each row, yeah, right. Just for you not to get confused, we are going to be marking the middle stitch of our increases. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks. I think it's pretty clear. Yeah, so we'll be making increases on each row in these stitches that we've marked. Yeah, so let's go back to our stitch, to our pattern. So on the second row we are going to go into this. Let's first remove our stitch marker. We go ahead and make an increase, and we are going to put 3 stitches, three double crochets in the same stitch. Yeah, go ahead and mark the second stitch, the middle stitch. So we have already marked our second stitch. We continue with our stitch. So we are going to yarn over, go into the third, go under the third double crochet, pull up a loop, yeah, yarn over again, go into it, pull up a loop. You'll be remaining with 5. You'll be having 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through the 4. You'll be remaining with 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through those 2. Okay, so we are going to go into the next stitch with a normal double crochet, yeah, and then in the next stitch you're going to yarn over, go into it, make a front post, yarn over, go into it. You'll be having 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 4, yeah, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch and make a normal double crochet, yarn over. On the next stitch you're going to make a double front post. Remember, we yarn over, go under it, pull up a loop, yarn over again, go under it, pull up a loop again, yarn over, pull through the 4 first loops, and then yarn over, pull through the 2 loops remaining on our hook. Yeah, so let's continue. On the next stitch we are making a normal double crochet, and on the next stitch we are going to make a double front post, and over again, have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, make a normal double crochet on our next stitch, and then yarn over, we are making a double front post. We are going to go under it, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 4, and then yarn over, pull through the 2 remaining on the loop, go into the next stitch, make a normal double crochet, yarn over, we are going to make the double front post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the 4 stitches, 4 loops, then yarn over, pull through the 2 remaining stitches, the 2 remaining loops on the hook. On the next stitch we are going to make a normal double crochet, yeah. Okay, on the next stitch we are making a double front post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through again, yarn over, pull through the 4 on the loop, remain with 2, then yarn over, pull 2, pull through the 2 remaining loops on the hook. Go ahead and make a normal double crochet on the next stitch, and yarn over, pull through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up, pull through the 4 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through the 2 remaining loops on the hook. So basically this is our pattern, but I don't know if we are still together, but I'm trying, and I'll still try to make you understand how it works. Okay. Yarn over, go in the next stitch, make a normal double crochet. Okay, then on the next stitch we are going to make a double front post. We are going to go under it, put up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. Remember, we should be having 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the 4, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining the remaining 2 loops on the hook. And the next we are going to make a normal double crochet. Then on the next stitch we make a double front post. In the next stitch we make a normal double crochet, yarn over, go under it and pull up a loop, yarn over, go under it and pull up loop, yarn over, pull through the 4 loops, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, yarn over, go into the next stitch and make a normal double crochet. So we have reached our next increase, as you can see, and we are going to go in the first stitch of the increase and make a double front post stitch, pull through 4, and over, pull through 3, and so in the second or in a middle stitch of the increase we are going to make an increase. Remove our stitch marker, go into it with 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Let's mark R. We are going to put back the stitch marker into the middle stitch or our second stitch of our increase. All right, so on the 3rd stitch of the increase we go ahead and make a double front post. Okay, on the next we make a normal double crochet, go ahead and make a double front post. Yeah, so this is basically our stitch, our pattern. Go ahead and make a normal double crochet, and then on the next stitch we make a double front post. In the next stitch we make a normal double crochet, in the next stitch a double front post. In the next stitch we make normal double crochet. On the next stitch we make a double front post. So I went ahead and made and continued with our pattern. So I've reached the next increase. Remember, before you reach the next any increase, you should be having a normal double crochet. And then let's continue. On the very first stitch of our increase, we are going to be having a double front post stitch, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through the 2. So we are going to make the increase. This is our middle stitch. Remove our stitch marker. Go ahead and put 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Put back our stitch marker in the middle stitch. Like that. And then we continue with our pattern. Yarn over. This is our third stitch on our increase, on our previous increase. Okay, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through the 2. Then make a normal double crochet. Make a double front post. The next stitch we are making a normal double crochet. On the next stitch we are going to make a double front post. On the next stitch a normal double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 2. So continue with the pattern until you get to our next increase. So I've reached our next increase, and this is what you're going to do. Remember, before you get to these 3 stitches that we increased, you should be having a normal double crochet. So we go into the first stitch of the increase, make a double front post stitch, remove. This is our middle stitch that we marked, so we are going to put 3 double crochets in the same stitch, in that same stitch. Go ahead and mark the second stitch. Okay, we are done with marking our second stitch. Continue with the pattern. This is the third stitch of the increase. Go ahead and make a double front post. So in the next stitch, on the next stitch you go ahead and make a normal double crochet. Then on the next stitch you make a double front post, normal double crochet, double front post stitch, one more. Okay, again continue with the pattern until you get to R. So this is our very last stitch. Go ahead and make normal double crochet, go on top of the 3 chains you made, and then join with a slip stitch, chain 3. Okay, so this is our work. It is already forming You can see it is already forming. This is the front, this is the sides, and then this is the back. It is really beautiful. I hope none of us is confused at this point. So after chaining 3, you're going to turn your work. So now we are going on our 3rd row, and this is what we are going to do. We are going to put normal double crochets into every stitch. Remember, these 3 chains do not count as a stitch, so you're going to go into each and every stitch with a single crochet. Sorry, with a double crochet. Go into every stitch with a normal double crochet. Normal double crochets. Continue doing that until you get to a stitch marker here. So I've made double crochets into every stitch, and this is our last stitch before the increase. So we are going to make an increase here. Remove a stitch marker, go ahead and put 3 double crochets into that same stitch. Yeah, okay, we are supposed to mark our 2nd stitch. Put a stitch marker back in the middle stitch or the 2nd stitch of the increase. Go right ahead into the next stitch and put 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet, put 1 double crochet into every stitch until you reach our next stitch marker. We are here in our next stitch marker. Put a double crochet and then remove our stitch marker. Make our next increase, putting 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Don't forget to mark the 2nd or the middle stitch. Yeah, and then continue with 1 double crochet into each stitch until you get to the next stitch marker. Okay, we are back here again. I'm remaining with 1 stitch until I increase. So we are going to remove a stitch marker, put 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and then don't forget to mark our middle stitch or 2nd stitch of the increase, and then continue making 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until you reach our next increase. Okay, so we have reached our increase again. Remove our stitch marker, put 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and then mark the second stitch or the middle stitch. Yeah, so we are remaining with 2 stitches at the end. Go right ahead and put 2. Put one single crochet into each, and then when you reach the end, go at the top of this chain 3, go in and make a slip stitch. Sorry, I made it a bit tight. Okay, make a slip stitch to join your work. Chain 3. So that was our 3rd row. We are going to go ahead. Our 3rd row was just plain double crochets into every stitch, and then making increase where it's supposed to be increasing. So after chaining these 3 chains, you're going to turn your work. We are going to be following our previous pattern, yarn over. So we are going to yarn over, go under, pull up a loop, yarn over, go under the stitch, pull up a loop. We'll have 5 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 4, and then yarn over, pull through 2. We are done with the stitch. So in the next stitch, we are going to make a normal double crochet, and then here we are again on our increase. Remember, the very first stitch of the increase should be having a double front post. Okay, so there we are, and now we are going to make our increase. Remove our stitch marker, put 3 double crochets in that same stitch, put our stitch marker back, okay, going to the last stitch of the increase, make a double front post stitch. Okay, there you have it. Then go into the next stitch with a normal double crochet, go into the next with a double front post, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, make a normal double crochet into the next stitch, yarn over, go into the next stitch with a double front post, and then in the next stitch you put a normal double crochet and over into the next stitch, put a double front post. Yeah, in the next stitch you put a normal double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch you put a double front post stitch, and then in the next stitch we put a normal double crochet, yarn over, in the next stitch we put a double front post, and in the next stitch we put a normal double crochet. So basically this is going to be our pattern. We are going to be making rounds, making the stitch, continuing with making the second and third row, This was our second, no, this is our fourth row. We are going to be making a row of normal double crochet, and then a row of the double front post, and then the normal double crochet stitch. Okay, let's continue. We are making a row of normal double crochets, not forgetting the increases, and then a row of normal double crochets, and then a front post, and not a double front post. So this is we continue with pattern. This was supposed to be a normal double crochet. Then in our next stitch we make a double front post stitch, a normal double crochet in the next, and then a double then a double front post. Okay, and our next we make a normal double crochet, and our next we make a double front post stitch. Continue with the pattern until you get to our next stitch marker. So we are remaining with one stitch to make our next increase. We're going to go right ahead, make a double front post stitch, remove our stitch marker, put 3 double crochets into the same stitch, go right ahead and mark our second or the middle stitch, put our stitch marker back, then continue with the pattern. Make a double front post stitch, then a normal double crochet, and the next we make a double front post stitch, then on the next we make normal double crochet, make a double front post stitch, then on the next make a normal crochet, normal double crochet. Continue with the pattern until you get to our next stitch marker. So we have reached our next stitch marker. Go right ahead and put and make a double front post stitch, and then remove our stitch marker, put 3 double crochets into the same stitch, go ahead and mark your second stitch, then continue with the pattern. Make a double front post stitch, and then a normal double crochet, double front post stitch, make a double, a normal double crochet into the next, make a double front post stitch, and then a normal double crochet into the next stitch, double front post, no more. So we're back here again, make a double front post, and remove our stitch marker. Put 3 double crochets in that stem stitch. I'm going to go ahead and mark a second stitch with a middle stitch, whatever you prefer to call it, and then continue with our pattern. Go ahead and make double front post, and then a normal double crochet, a double front post, and then normal double crochet, double front post, and then normal double crochet. Do that. I'll meet you when you have 2 stitches left. So here we are, we have 2 stitches left. We're going to go ahead and continue with a pattern, make a double front post, and then a normal double crochet as our last stitch. Go on top of the 3 chains, make a slip stitch to join, and then chain 3. Okay, so this is how our thing looks like. This is the front, these are our arms, this is the front, and then our back side. So basically this is how our thing looks like. This is our, okay, these are the arms, and then this is the front, and then the back side. So you are going to go ahead and continue with the pattern. Okay, let me go ahead and make 2 more rows with you. Okay, this was our 4th row, so we are going to the 5th row, and on this row we are going to make no more double crochets into every stitch. We are making no more double crochets into each and every stitch until we get to our stitch marker. Okay, so go ahead and put 1 double crochet into each and every stitch, and then I'll meet you when you get to the stitch marker. So this is it. Okay, go ahead and remove a stitch marker, put 3 stitches, 3 double crochets into the same stitch, and then mark the middle. You go ahead and mark the middle stitch or the second stitch. Sorry. Go right ahead and put 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until you get to the stitch marker again. Okay, we are here again. We have one stitch. Before the increase, remove a stitch marker, put 3 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, and then mark the second stitch. Don't forget to put the stitch markers back, just so you don't get confused along the way. All right, so we continue with our pattern, putting one double crochet into each and every stitch. Go ahead and put one double crochet into every stitch until you get to the stitch marker. Okay, so we have one more stitch remaining. Okay, remove our stitch marker and then put 3 double crochets into that same stitch. Go ahead and mark the second. Mark the second stitch of the increase and then continue with the pattern. Put 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until we reach to the next stitch marker. Okay, so this is our very last increase on the row 5, on the 5th row. So go ahead and make an increase of 3 stitches in 1 stitch. Sorry, put back our stitch marker in the second stitch. Continue putting 1 stitch into the remaining. To the remaining stitches. Okay, so this is the end of our 5th row. Go on top of the chain 3 and of the 3 chains, make a slip stitch, chain 3, turn our work. Okay, at this point I think we are already familiar with the stitch. Yarn over, this is our 6th row, yarn over, make a double front post, and then a double, a normal double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, and then make a double front post on the next stitch, make a normal double crochet, right? So on the next stitch we make a double front post. Yeah, so we are back here. We are going to make our first increase on the 6th row, putting 3 double crochets into that very stitch, then mark the middle stitch, yeah, like that. Then continue with our pattern, make a double front post, make a double front post and then a double crochet. In the next stitch you make a double front post, and then on the next stitch you put a normal double crochet. Go right ahead and continue with the pattern. I'll meet you when you get to the next stitch marker. So we are back here again. Just before our increase we make a double front post, then remove our stitch marker, put 3 double crochets into the one stitch. Okay, and then put the stitch marker back, and then on the next stitch we make a double front post. Okay, normal double crochet, double front post. Continue with the pattern. Normal double crochet, double front post, normal double crochet, double front post, normal double crochet, double front post. Go right ahead and continue until you get to the next stitch marker. So we have one more stitch left. Sorry, it's supposed to be a double front post stitch, and then I'm making an increase on the next stitch. Go right ahead and put 3 double crochets into one stitch, and then mark it again, go into the next stitch and make a double front post stitch, and then a normal double crochet into the next stitch, a double front post stitch, and then a normal double crochet. So we are back here again, and we're going to be increasing. Remove our stitch marker and then put 3 double crochets in that same stitch, put a stitch marker back, okay, then continue with the pattern. On the next stitch we make a double front post, and then a normal double crochet. Next we make a double front post, and then a normal double crochet, double front post, and then normal single crochet. Do that until you get to until you are left with 2 stitches. So we are remaining with a few stitches. To make an end to our 6th row. Sorry about that. Okay, that was our very last stitch. So we go on top of the 3 chains make a slip stitch to join our work, chain 3. So this is how our work looks like. Yeah, it's forming. So you are going to continue with the pattern. You are going to continue with the pattern and make 18 rows. Go ahead and continue with the pattern until you reach 18 rows, and then I'll meet you back here. Continue with 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until you reach our next stitch marker. So you can now remove this. See, it is now joined. So now you continue until you reach this. So we are back, and this is our next stitch marker. So we are going to put 1 double crochet into this, and then 1 double crochet, sorry about that, and then 1 double crochet into the next, then continue with the pattern until the end. So here we are again. Go at the top and make a slip stitch, chain 3. So your work should be joined by now. Should be having something like that. So you are going to continue with the pattern, chain 3, and turn your work. Continue with the pattern of double front post. Sorry. Double front post, normal double crochet. Remember, we had 18 rows. The previous one was our 19th row, so this is our 20th row. So double front post, normal double crochet, double front post, normal double crochet, double front post, normal. Yeah, it should not be confusing at all. The pattern should just be going on and on and on without confusing you. So continue doing that. Continue with the pattern. Continue with the pattern until you reach your desired length, and then I'll show you what to do next. So guys, I continued and I went ahead and added a few more rows, and I have 36. I have about 36 rows all together. So I'm now going to do some ribbing down to make the jumper really beautiful. Okay, let's get started on our ribbing. After the 36th row, we are going to chain 3, turn our work, and we are going to be making double crochet. We are going to be putting 1 double crochet into each and every stitch all the way around. Continue putting 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until you get to the end here. Then I'll meet you back. So guys, after joining our work, we're going to chain 3 again, turn our work, and this is what we're going to do. We are going to be making our front post and back post. So we are going to start with the front post like that, and then a back post like that. Go in there, pull up a loop, yeah, like that, and then a front post, back post, front post, and the back post. I don't know if you get it, but it's just a vice versa. They're just making a front post and then a back post, front post, and then a back post. Yeah, so keep doing that until you get to the end, then I'll meet you back. Here just left with a few stitches to the end. Continue working the front post, back post until the end. All right, so we're going to go at the top of the 3 chains, join with a slip stitch, then chain 3. This time round we are not going to turn our work, we are just going to continue all the way around, and we are just mimicking what we've been doing on the previous row. So we go ahead and make a front post in this, like this, and then a back post like that. Make a front post and then a back post, front post, and then a back post. Yeah, continue doing that. Continue working the front post, back post all the way around. Right, keep doing it until you get here. Alright, continuing with our pattern. Sorry about that. Going to on top of the 3 chains, join with a slip stitch, again chain 3. Remember, we are not turning our work anymore. Go ahead and still mimic what you did on the previous row, making a front post and a double post, sorry, and back post, front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, back post, all the way around. I will meet you at the end. So I went ahead and continued with the pattern, the back post, the front post, back post, and I made 6 rows, and now I want to complete this row and then continue and work on the hands. Chain 1, cut your yarn. So we are done with our waist, our down part. This is how it looks. So we are going to go ahead and continue working on our arms, and this is what we're going to do. So we are going to remember we had 2 rows. This pattern had 2 rows. It had a normal double crochet row, and then a double front post, and then normal double crochet. So we are going to go ahead and start on our normal double crochet row, chain 3, go ahead and make normal double crochets in each and every stitch all the way around. Okay, remember, we are not increasing anymore. We are just going around with the number of stitches we're having. No more increases. So go ahead and work your double crochets into each and every stitch all the way around. I'm sure you're now familiar with our pattern. It shouldn't be hard. You just have to do and do. You just have to do what you did while going down. Yeah, you just have to do the same thing with the arms. So we are making normal double crochets all through. So go ahead and continue with continue making 1 double crochet into each and every stitch until you reach down here.